So guys, andito na tayo ngayon sa aking garden. So ito yung mga plants na nakuha natin guys. We got this Aglaonema na sayam. We also have one pot of Schismatoglotis wallichii or drop tongue. Another pot of Caladium bombshell. Itong ating skeleton plant or what we call as pubring kahoy dito sa amin. At dito naman sa ating bag guys, meron tayo itong mix of Alocasia nobilis, 15 of them, and a mix of hanging plants and some ferns. So yung gagawin natin guys is yung mga plants na nabili natin, is i-repot natin sila. So we will be using this premix na soil mix na nahanda ko na dati pa. This is a combination of loam soil, pumice, meron din itong rice hull, vermicast, and some coconut husk. So of course, para makapag-repot naman tayo, we need some pots as well. So guys, yung uunahin natin is itong ating Alocasia nobilis. So we have 15 of these. And if you can see here, nalanta na yung mga dahon kasi yun nga, na-uproot na ito and they've been in the environment doon na mainit for siguro a whole day siguro, kaya ganito yung mga itsura niya. And of course, as what you can see here, hindi na natin ito masasalvage. So useless na itong mga plants, yung mga leaves ng ating plants. So what we will do, we'll just cut them and we'll just repot the healthy bulbs. So we will be needing some scissors guys, and we'll just cut the leaves portion na lang. Siguro mga dito. I don't know if you can see this one. Yeah. Ito na lang yung itira natin. Of course, healthy pa naman yung mga bulbs tsaka yung mga roots nila. We'll do the same for the rest of the 14 plants. So guys, ito na guys. We'll start replanting our Alocasia nobilis bulbs. So we'll add in some soil first. So guys, if sa inyo naman nakapag-try kayo mag-order ng mga Alocasias na being shipped outside of your locality lang, and it would take siguro mga 2 to 3 days or mga 5 days before it arrived sa inyo, at kung pagdating naman sa inyo naging very unhealthy na yung mga dahon na lanta na whatsoever, do not be sad immediately. Kasi it's very normal for Alocasia plants na mag-go through that process na malanta kagad kasi they are really very sensitive na mga plants. So what we need to do right now is to just check on the bulbs if they are healthy, wala namang nalanta or mga root rots whatsoever. Kapag ganun yung nangyari, we just have to cut the withered leaves na lang and then replant using the healthy bulbs. So for this case guys, we just have to be very patient. And let's give our plant some time, siguro 3 months or 4 months. I'm very sure na meron ka na makikita na panibagong plant from your bulbs. And as you can see guys, while I'm repotting this plant, I'm using bare hands kasi hindi kasi ako sanay na gumamit ng gloves while doing my plant works here. Mas comfortable ako using bare hands lang. So you just have to make sure na after you repot, dapat linisan mo rin yung kamay mo and then wash thoroughly para mawala yung mga dumi-dumi. So ito na, we'll replant again our other plants. You just have to fill the pot siguro mga 1/3 and then you place the bulbs. Then add in another soil naman. Make sure na matabunan din yung mga roots. So we're now done repotting our Alocasia nobilis. And let's proceed to our second plant, which is this Aglaonema na sayam. Kung makikita nyo, I really need to repot this one kasi yung gamit lang yung empty container lang ng water. And then also, I can see na meron ditong siguro mga 5 plants na andito na sa loob. So, might as well separate lang natin each plant. I'll just cut the container here kasi kaya lang naman siyang i-cut ng scissors. And we'll just rip apart the container para makuha natin yung plant. Honestly guys, konti pa lang yung mga Aglaonemas ko in my collection. And when I saw this one earlier, I really got interested. Kasi at the price, I think this was only worth around 100 pesos, and then looking at the plant itself, ang dami na niyang individual plants dito. So, kaya yun. Sinama ko na doon sa ating plant shopping kanina. So, here it is. Ito na yung plant. Just remove the soil first. At nga pala, kapag kinukuha natin yung plant, we have to be very careful in baka makadamage tayo dun sa mga roots na part. So in this case, what I can suggest is just have to wash it with running water para at least yung soil na lang mismo ma-erode na lang siya by the water para sigurado tayong hindi natin ma-damage yung roots ng ating plant. It's actually one big mother plant lang and then meron na siya maraming mga saha. So we'll just have to remove each plant individually. We'll just i-try natin na makuha talaga yun sa pinaka-tip niya. Then, we could just cut this one. Ito. Here's our first plant. Ang healthy na kanya mga roots. Here's another plant. Ito. Third plant. Fourth plant. For this big mother plant, we'll just leave it like this para at least meron akong isang super lush pa na sayam na Aglaonema. So for our mother plant guys, we have to choose a right pot for this size. So just have to check it like this. Ito, tignan nyo. Fit na fit siya. So ito yung gagamitin natin for the mother plant. We'll add in some soil first. Let's fill it for at least mga 1/3 muna. And then, we'll fit in our plant here. Yeah. Oops. And then, we'll slowly add soil again. For Aglaonema naman ng mga plants, they actually prefer to have a more compact na soil, just like our Caladiums and our Alocasias. But still, it's very important that draining pa rin siya kasi para naman makahinga yung ating roots sa ilalim. And of course, hindi mag-pile up or mag-stuck yung water doon sa ating pot. So we are now done repotting our mother na Aglaonema. Let's repot our baby Aglaonemas here. So again, we need to find the right size of pot for your root system. So just try to check it here. Ganyan. So malalaman nyo na yan, yung fit na size para sa ating Aglaonema. Again, add in some soil. Mga 1/3 lang muna before you place your plant. So yun, fit na fit yung ating Aglaonema na plant. So yan, dagdagan natin. And we are now done with our Aglaonema repotting. So dito naman tayo guys sa ating skeleton plant. From the way I see it, I think kakaripat lang nito ng plant na ito. So we'll just have to remove this na lang. Let me pull this one out and voila! Wala pa palang roots guys. So I was really correct in saying na kakaripat lang nito. Hindi pa ito established. So but this is okay. This will still survive kasi ito naman, mabilis lang naman ito maging established eh. Just use a taller pot kasi medyo malumay na ito. So support lang natin ng stick mamaya. So again, we'll add some soil first, 1/3 lang, before we add in our plant. For this plant, I can clearly remember na nung bata pa ako, merong ganitong plant yung lola ko. And then, I used to play with this one kasi parang ano siya, I thought of it as a funny plant before. And right now, nung nakahiligan ko ng mga ornamental plants. And I recalled after seeing some plants na mga ganito sa plant market, medyo naalala ko yung lola ko with this plant. And for these kinds of plants na hindi pa established, it's very important na lagyan natin ito ng stick para makasupport sa kanyang growth. And of course, para maging stable din yung plant natin, hindi siya masyadong gumagalaw na. So ito na guys, I'm using this stick para maging support ng ating plant. So nothing to worry lang dito kasi wala naman itong matatamaan na roots sa ilalim kasi yun nga, wala itong roots. So tatabi ko lang siya dito. And using this tie, itali lang natin dito para maging secured yung ating plant dito together with the stick. Be careful lang na wag mo naman masyadong maging tight kasi yung plant natin eventually tataba din ito and baka ma-choke na siya later on kung medyo malaki na siya. So later kapag established na itong plant natin, we can already remove the stick and of course that tie. I remember back in childhood, yung plant ng lola ko na ganito was really tall and I think it's taller than human size. Siguro nasa mga 8 to 10 feet yung size that time. So I'm really looking forward na maging ganito din yung skeleton plant natin soon. Now let's proceed to our Caladium na plant. And the way I see it, I think this is very healthy na guys. And this is already well established. And yeah, I was correct. So for this one, hindi ko na lang ito papalitan ng soil mix kasi para at least hindi na siya mag-adjust. Baka yun ba yung ikasira ng mga lumang dahon niya. You can see they're very healthy sila at saka ang lalaki nila. So ta-transfer ko lang ito sa pot and that would be it for this Caladium. So ito guys, papakita ko lang sa inyo. Grabe ang healthy ng kanyang roots. Dami-dami na. So there's really no need for us to change the potting mix for this one. Lilipat lang natin sa isang pot. So gustong-gusto talaga ng ating mga Caladiums yung compact type of a soil which holds moisture. And so it's very important din na i-take note natin na dapat draining pa rin yung ating soil mix. And also lately, may na-notice ako yung ibang mga Caladium ko ng mga plants is pinipeste sila. So na-notice ko actually guys lately na yung mga Caladium ko ng mga plants is sina-atake sila ng mga peste. But I am using a pesticide/fungicide at the same time na ginagamit ko na ngayon and I think it's proven effective. So maybe in the coming weeks or so, gawa na tayo ng separate episode with this pesticide/fungicide that I'm using para makashare naman ako sa inyo na aking experience using it. So guys, we are now done with our Caladium. And next naman natin na i-repot is yung ating mga hanging plants. So for this hanging plant, yung gagamitin ko lang dito is yung mixture of cocoa husk, some cocoa cubes, cocoa peat, and some rice hull. And I also added a bit of vermicast para naman may pang fertilizer yung ating soil mix. Let's just cut yung tali nandito guys para makahinga ng maayos yung ating plant. And for this plant naman, I will be using itong terracotta natin kasi I'm planning to hang this in the wall. Then just so you can appreciate more of its beauty. Lagyan lang natin ng konting soil mix muna. So it's really important that most of the components of our soil mix is itong cocoa cubes. Kasi for hanging plants, they really prefer na medyo airy yung soil mix nila para naman makacirculate talaga yung hangin. And also yung mga cocoa cubes then, they retain moisture and that's also good for our hanging plants. So ito guys, I'll just be using my hands kasi hindi na naman ito pwedeng gamitan ng shovel. Just give an apple supply here. And ito na siya. So gagawin ko lang dito guys, is lagyan lang natin ng toppings ng cocoa cubes para ma-secure natin yung plant natin dito sa ilalim. So ito na guys yung ating hanging plant. I'm so excited na mag-launch pa ito in the near future. Sobrang ganda talaga nito siguro. So ito namang pangalawang fern yung ating i-repot guys. I'm really sorry kasi hindi ko talaga alam yung mga specific IDs for these hanging plants. So baka may maka-identify sa ating mga viewers. Just comment it in the comment box para naman malaman ko din yung mga pangalan ng mga plants na ito. So for this fern, we'll be using the same soil mix para sa ating unang hanging plant. So lagyan lang natin ng ating soil mix dito sa ilalim. And for this one, I'm planning to put all 3 of these plants in one pot lang para maging sobrang lush nila. Again, I have to emphasize yung importance of using cocoa cubes for these kinds of plants. Kasi actually these plants can survive without soil talaga. If you just hang them na may kinakapitan lang sila, they're good to go with that one. So again, for this plant, lagyan ko na lang din siya ng toppings ng cocoa cubes and we are good to go. So may baka identify ng correct ID for this plant. I hope na matulungan niyo ako guys. So that's it guys, that would be our episode for today and I hope na nag-enjoy kayo with our repotting episode for this afternoon. And before we end this video, let's do some shoutouts first. Shout out kay Sir Alan and Gino of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Shout out din kay Jean Sequito. Hi din kay Kim Acordon. Hello kay Lilibeth Raico. Hi din kay Ma'am Filipa Manlapig. Hello kay Larijen Amwoin. Hi din kay Ma'am Bea Referente. Shout out kay Juliet De Guzman. Shout out din kay Luisa Tana. Hi din kay Ma'am Ann Jezamin Chavez. Hello kay RV Lubitania. Hi din kay Ma'am Ravelyn Aser. Shout out kay Clara Humawan. Hi din kay Sir Philip Omar. And hello kay Sir Sherwin Lacro. Please follow me on my social media accounts. On Facebook, our page is Bechoy Vlog. And on Instagram and Lyka naman, ang ating ID is Bechoy_vlog. And let's talk about plants. So if ever meron kayong mga questions about plant cares or may mga plants kayong gustong ipa-ID, you can send me a message on our social media accounts and I will try my very best na ma-answer yung inyong mga questions. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, pakiclick na rin po ng bell notification para maging updated kayo sa mga latest videos ng Bechoy Vlog. Once again, this is Bechoy, your plantito from Mindanao. Happy planting!